back to another devlog for Ronin 2072. It's been a while since the last devlog. I've been busy doing a whole slew of things. I can now speak Spanish. Señor.
Got another day ahead of us in this city.
Anywho, I haven't been able to work on All in Red much, but I've got another project to show y'all in a few weeks. Yes, I know, a third project, or fourth. I honestly lost count at this point, but this project is aimed at being released in the next month or so. At this point of the video, I've been told I should yell at you to hit the subscribe button and the like button, but instead I'll just kindly ask you to please. Alright, let's get right into the devlog. We've got lots to talk about. When I first started working on Ronin, I had a pretty basic combat system in mind. You have a main weapon that's a katana that you could swing and combo alongside with a secondary weapon, like a handgun. Now we've gone ahead and adjusted that, so we needed a weapon meter, which is exactly what I made. It works pretty well for the most part, a few adjustments that I like to make when it comes to controller support, but it gets the job done for now. Now that we know that we're going for a Doom-style weapon system, I went ahead and added a couple new weapons like the C4, which is heavily work in progress. As you can tell, we're using this big-ass explosive barrel as the temporary model. Down the line, I want a double-barrel shotgun and an assault rifle in the game as well. One thing we're going to do to balance these long-range weaponry is make it so instead of reloading the weapons, they have a cooldown. So they'd all have a overheating system, except for the grenades, throwing knives, and those kinds of weapons, of course. Even though this is raising the scope a bit, I believe these changes should make the game more enjoyable and allows us to do more interesting stuff with the katana, like being able to block and parry with the key that was originally being used for the secondary weapon. Alongside the new weapon system, we're also drastically changing our katana swinging system. One big inspiration for this upcoming system is a game that I hold close to my heart, the Jedi Knight series. There's just something so awesome and free about swinging your weapon in the direction you're moving in, giving you a ton of control over how you aim and swing. We've got more things planned for the combat system alongside this new swinging system. It's still super work in progress, but it's exciting to see all of this come together. Now, before you see this, I'm sure you're going to say,
"Oh, Crimson, this looks stupid. It looks like a waste of time. Why didn't you spend time on something better like boob physics?"
Well, so I can test out stuff. I present to you a Breakable Crate. Yes, I know, it's awesome. You can slice the shit out of it and cut it into shapes. Modern art, yes. But wait, this crate gave me an idea. What if we can give it physics and the ability to kick it into enemies by sliding into it or something? An idea for the next devlog, probably. Ah, yes, I remember talking about the old UI in the first few devlogs, and now I've changed it entirely, turning it into a simpler system that can easily be navigated with the thumbsticks. I easily added some movement to the UI using the render translation and skewing nodes. It just gets the location of your mouse or the direction of the thumbstick. Let me know what you think about this change. Oh yeah, and I fixed a bunch of bugs. Thanks, testers, for all your bug reports. Okay. I received a lot of complaints about the world being dark, albeit it is due to the fact I haven't added lighting to the world yet, which is a manual job in a game with nighttime lighting. However, for the time being, and potentially something that's here to stay, I added a light that is always on the character, similar to how Dark Souls has light in front of the character at all times. Because of this, chances are the flashlight is going to end up being removed, yet again, another thing removed. While we continue to add more and experiment with the game, I find that there are more things that we can simplify in the gameplay loop. Like the flashlight, I think we can remove the scan utility and turn it into an occasional gameplay mechanic found throughout the world, like potentially being able to use the communication towers that are scattered around the world. Additionally, I've also thought of maybe adding a minimap to the game. We'll see. As time goes on, it becomes more and more apparent that a minimap could fit in the game. We, however, don't want to reveal to the player everything in the world with a minimap. It needs to guide the player through hints, not give them an entire solution. Ah yes, it's not a devlog if we don't stare at a task management site for at least 5 seconds, so let's take a look. It's a roadmap. Link down below if you're interested. Anyways, I really don't want to talk about fucking task management sites ever again.
Here's why I made the roadmap. Well,
there was a lot more done to the game, but I feel like what I showed you today is the most important stuff. The next few devlogs are probably going to be the biggest ones yet. We're making some big additions to the game that are going to really make the game feel like a game. Something I also recently did is close down the Patreon. I felt like I couldn't handle the additional workload that was put on my plate. However, I'd like to personally thank everyone who supported me in the little months that it was open. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching this devlog. If you're new and interested in the game, there's a dozen other videos that you can watch starting from the beginning of the game's development. Other than that, it'd help me out if you like the video and subscribe. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.